Gentlemen, good afternoon.
Shotgun snap to Zeier. He's back in the mud. And around the track with Herschel Walker. Got a hold by.
50, 40, so long everybody. Throws down the middle. Caught more. 15, 10, 5.
The fans are ready for it.
Both special teams units for Georgia and Florida trying to get their fans pumped up as they dance to the music here at Jacksonville Municipal Stadium. And get it ready. Georgia pleading in their section of red, which is straight across from where we're sitting here in the press box. And the Florida fans are on the near side of the stadium as Keyston Moore and Brandon James are back deep for Florida. James, the key return man there, and he is a good one. Make no doubt about it. Second in the league in kickoff returns. Hit a long of 61 yards last week against Kentucky. Georgia kicking from right to left with Brandon Coutu. He sticks his foot into it, and we are underway as he positions it to the near side of the field, taken on the 11 by James. He's up quickly to the 20, to the 25, and out of bounds on the near sideline at the 27-yard line. Knocked out of bounds by Akeem Dent, the redshirt freshman linebacker from Atlanta. So Harvin and Caldwell on the near side for Florida, and Murphy breaks out to the left. Stay in the shotgun. Tebow takes the snap, hands it off straight ahead to Moore. Moore losing the ball. It's picked up by Georgia. Asher Allen's got it. Asher Allen at midfield to the 40, to the 30, down the far sideline and out of bounds. Georgia recovered the fumble, picked it up and took off running. Asher Allen deep in Florida territory down the far sideline.
Boy, what a big play there for the Georgia defense. You got every single person in red and black right now up on their feet going crazy. Picks up that fumble and just takes off down the sideline. Very close there to breaking that all the way and going for 6.
They're going to bring it back a little bit to spot it at the, looks like around the Florida 40-yard line. They're saying that's where Asher stepped out of bounds. But it is Georgia football. A sack and a turnover here in the first 4 minutes and change. That's not too shabby for the Georgia defense. Under center, they flip-flop the tight end Chandler to the right side. Jason Johnson is on the near side. Now he goes in motion. Toss sweep to Marino coming this way. Marino to the 40, to the 35. Lowers his head, makes contact with the Gators' Kyle Jackson and bowls him over and picks up yardage down to the 33-yard line. A 7-yard gain for Noshawn Marino. I like the way he lowered his head and just took on the hit. Massaquoi to the right, Bailey to the left. Dogs stay in the eye with Marino dotting the eye at tailback, Sutherland the fullback, and Stafford is under center. Going to give it to Marino. He spins at the 29, runs straight ahead up to the 20-yard line as Marino picked up about 8.5 yards on that carry, running straight ahead. He was spinning as he was going and brought down at the 20-yard line by the linebacker, A.J. Jones, the redshirt freshman. 1st and 10, Georgia from the Florida 17 as the Dogs move it from right to left. I formation this time. We flip-flop Chandler, the tight end, from right to left. Massaquoi on the near side and Bailey on the far side. Under center is Stafford. Takes the snap, hands it off to Noshawn. Hole at the 15, the 10, the 5, and tripped up at the 4-yard line. Noshawn Marino again hitting the hole ultra quick and just burst for 10 yards or more down inside the Florida 5-yard line.
And that Georgia offensive line there opened up a huge hole for Marino to run through. Wasn't touched at all getting through the line of scrimmage. Great push by that entire offensive line, specifically Sturdivant, Sutherland with a good block. Davis, again, good job opening up some holes there for Marino.
They'll stay in the eye. Chappis and Sutherland in the ball game. Chappis goes in motion, handed to Noshawn. He dives, stretches out, touchdown.
And look at the entire Georgia offense coming off.
That's the whole team.
The whole team is on the field right now.
What the heck is that? That's a flag. What are we doing?
They're throwing a flag, and I don't think anybody cares right now.
Oh, my goodness.
The entire coaching staff is looking right now at the Georgia fans, getting them up on their feet. I have never seen that before.
That is unbelievable. Marino scored, and the entire team ran off the bench and celebrated in the end zone. That's shocking.
Well, let me tell you, Scott, we came in here looking for a fight, and we just encouraged one with running the entire team out on the field.
Wow, I have never seen that.
After the play is over, unsportsmanlike on the Georgia bench coming on the football field. That penalty will go to the kickoff. Also, the dead ball, unsportsmanlike on number 75 on Georgia, will also be on the kickoff.
You know, that was something that looked almost pre-planned by the Georgia football team, obviously, to get them out there on the field and get going. And they are well worth it. The Gator fans right now.
Coutu with the point after splits the pipes. That's 7-0. Now, that really challenges Georgia's defense now because Florida's going to have good field position, but Georgia willing to pay the price. They score first. Dogs 7, Gators nothing. 6 minutes to go, quarter number 1. Timeout. Let's pause for these words on the Georgia Bulldogs radio network. 1st and 10. Georgia leading it 7-0 here. Under 5 minutes to go in quarter number 1. 2 receivers left and 1 to the right. Tebow in the shotgun, stands in the pocket, going for it all far side, hangs it up, and it is caught, and a touchdown in the far corner to Murphy. Lewis Murphy, a 6'2 junior from St. Petersburg, Florida, scored right in front of the pylon. Florida kicking from left to right. There's the snap and the hold, and the kick is good. And we are tied. First quarter, 4:39 to go. Georgia 7, Florida 7. Take a quick SEC timeout here on the Georgia Bulldogs radio network. Dogs stay in the eye. This time will pass. Stafford right down the middle. He's got a man wide open. It's caught by Massaquoi. 50, 40. So long, everybody. Massaquoi, touchdown.
What a great throw by Matthew Stafford, staying in the pocket. Florida came out and played cover 2. We had 2 verticals going up, and Matthew Stafford, showing his arm strength there, just throws a strike to Massaquoi on the outside.
Holy smokes. Boy, this is fun, and we're not even through the first quarter.
Boy, right on the fingertips of Massaquoi. Great catch, but what a fantastic throw to thread the needle into that cover 2 coverage.
84 yards on the touchdown strike. Mohamed Massaquoi taking it the distance. And now check the call from the officials. We got another unsportsmanlike on Georgia after the touchdown. Okay, 1 time was enough. We don't need to be doing that every game or every time we score. That's going to kill us.
Well, I think the officials now are pretty sensitive to how high the emotions we're getting in this game and trying to calm it down a little bit.
After the play is over, unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 1 on Georgia. Penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
That was on Massaquoi. I didn't see what he did. I don't know if he was taunting the crowd or the Gators or, you're not supposed to bring attention to yourself. That's how they define it. But anyway, we'll face another 15-yarder on the kickoff after the Coutu extra point attempt, which is happening right now. And the kick is up, and the kick is good as Coutu remains perfect. And the Dogs regain the lead 14-7 on an 84-yard pass and catch. Stafford to Massaquoi. Dogs lead, 3:40 to go. First quarter. Timeout here in Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. You'll miss a lot. Let's take a quick SEC timeout. 9 seconds into the second quarter. Georgia with a 14-7 lead. Got to be very careful right here. Marino, the tailback in the I formation. We slide Figgins in motion. Play action. We want to pass. We throw it out of the end zone. Intercepted at the 25 on a short pass. An easy touchdown as Florida's Wandy Pierre-Louis intercepted a lame duck pass at the 25 and dives into the end zone. That should be a flag. Point after try by Joey Ehas. The snap and the hold and the kick are good. And we're tied at 14. Gators 14, Bulldogs 14. 14:41 to go in quarter number 2.
Scott, every time that Florida offense goes empty where they have no backs in the backfield, we bring Keelan Johnson on a weak safety blitz, and every time we've either put pressure or sacked Tim Tebow. Good job by our coaching staff in the off week of developing a game plan for what's a very difficult set to defend.
Gators try a 43-yard field goal, the longest for Joey Ehas, and the kick is on the way, and it is good. That's his career best, a 43-yard field goal by the Gators senior. Puts Florida on top for the first time. Gators 17 and Georgia 14 with 7:11 to go in the second quarter. Brings up second down and 10 for Georgia. Dogs on their own 48-yard line, trailing 17-14. 5:43 to go in quarter number 2. Stafford steps up to the line, changes the play, audibilizes, steps back in the shotgun now. Marino in the backfield. He'll block on this play. Stafford will throw it. Caught by Bailey at the 30, down to the 25-yard line. Sean Bailey in stride, catching that ball, getting about 5 or 6 yards after the catch to the Gators' 25. Hayden and Jackson making the stop of Bailey, who lost the shoe and will now head to the sideline to put it back on.
And good job there by Trenton Sturdivant. Florida blitzed the nickel linebacker off of the slot receiver. Trenton got all the way out there, sliding his protection, and picked him up, giving Stafford plenty of time to deliver that football.
And Noshan helped providing good protection on that pass play. Goodman and Henderson, the receivers now, will run out of the eye again. Give it to Noshan. Right tackle. Noshan straight ahead across the 20, kicking and driving his legs down to near the 17-yard line. Quarterback draw straight ahead. 15, 10, runs into a man down to the 8-yard line. Matthew Stafford, contact with Jackson, and Jackson still on the ground. Hello, Matthew Stafford. Showing a little Tim Tebow style there, tucking it and running it. Now we send Sutherland in motion back and forth behind the line of scrimmage. Give it to Marino on a misdirection. Marino dancing between the hashes, cuts out left side, straight ahead towards the end zone. Touchdown as he flips heel over head into the end zone. His heels came up and his head went down, and he got the ball across the goal line. Noshan Marino improvised on that play to get 6 points for the Dogs.
What an unbelievable individual effort by Marino. Every time he touches the ball, he's doing something exciting here. Great little cutback move, and when he made that cutback move, there was nobody there.
They're going to review the play to see if he broke the plane, I guess. And that play, there was misdirection from the outset on that play, see, as the play, the offense was going to the left, and Marino came back to the right, and then he danced between the hash marks and ended up going to the left side of the field. Georgia will try the point after attempt with Brandon Coutu. There's the snap and the hold and the kick. All good, and Georgia leads it again, this time by 4. Georgia 21, Florida 17, 1:48 to go in the first half. 3rd and 2, Dogs 5 of 6, as Eric told you a few moments ago, on 3rd down. We're going to hand it off to Marino. Cuts back, running room, 45-50 into Gators territory, across the 45 and down to the Florida 44-yard line. The pile went left. Marino cut back to the middle of the field and went to the right and then upfield for a big gainer down to the Gator 44 as Jones dragged him down in Florida territory.
And that offensive line of Georgia just collapsed the defensive line for Florida, opening up a huge hole once Noshan cut it back.
Noshan carries it into Florida territory, nearing 100 yards. Georgia has it 1st and 10 on the Gator 44-yard line. Chandler and Figgins into the ball game. 2 tight end set for Georgia. Marino in the backfield. Stafford in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Going to give it to Marino. Marino to the right side. Straight ahead, 40, 35, 30. Cuts back, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Get in there. No! Just shy of the goal line. They're going to spot him out on the 2-yard line.
Scott, that's the same exact play that Noshan scored on just before the half in. A little misdirection play where Noshan starts off one way, comes back and gets the ball. This time he didn't have to cut back immediately. Just followed his blocking through the hole. Got up to the second level very, very quickly and then just took off.
Kyle Jackson was able to run him down from behind just shy of the 2-yard line as Noshan was angling to the near pylon. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the Florida 1. Georgia from right to left trying to add to a 4-point lead. Power I formation with Sutherland and Chappas ahead of Marino. Chappas slides in motion. Play action. Throw it to Sutherland. Wide open. Touchdown. Yes, sir.
Great call there by Mike Bobo. I think the entire stadium thought that Noshan Marino was going to get that ball. Good fake to him. Sutherland just slips right out into the flat. No one was even close to him. Easy play there for Stafford to make, just getting the ball to him. Sometimes those are the hardest passes in the world to complete when guys are standing wide open, but he put it right on his body. Easy touchdown. Great play call.
27-17 with Coutu to try the point after the snap and the hold and the kick. All good. Georgia leads Florida 28-17. 3rd quarter, 12:02. Tebow running right behind the offensive line, is going to score as he pushes his way into the end zone. He just ran slowly to the right side, waiting for the blocks to develop, and Tim Tebow breaks the plane and puts 6 more on the scoreboard for the Gators. 28-23 now with the point after to come. Tebow with a 2-yard run for the touchdown, and here's Joey Ehas for the point after as the Gators close the gap. There's the snap and the hold and the kick. It is good. So the touchdown and extra point make it a 28-24 Georgia lead over Florida with 7:22 to go in the third quarter.
Important stand here for the Georgia defense.
Caldwell will break out to the left for the Gators as the lone receiver to the high side of the field and trips to the right. And Brandon James in the backfield standing next to Tebow, who's in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Tebow takes the snap. Oh! He has his clock cleaned at the 25-yard line by Marcus Howard, who came from the defensive end position and blindsided the left-hander. Sack number 5 on the day and dropped for a loss back on the 26.
Yeah, and Scott, that sack number 5 today matches the number of sacks that this Florida offense has given up all year long. We've matched it in one afternoon.
It'll be 4th down and 2 yards to go, they'll say, for Florida, and it's decision time for the Gators. They've already kicked 1 field goal today from 43 yards. Doesn't look like they want to try one from a little bit closer in. Unbalanced line to the left with Hernandez the tight end. They hand it off inside to Caldwell on the end around, and we stop him behind the line of scrimmage. We stop the Gators on 4th down, a loss of 2 back at the 28. Did Rennie Curran make the stop again? He did. Battle shot in straight ahead, and Rennie Curran came in there to tackle Andre Caldwell, who came from the top side, got the handoff from Tebow, and was dropped in the backfield for a loss. It's Georgia's football, 1st and 10 the other way. Pierre Louis, who had an interception earlier in the ball game, a 25-yard pick and return for the score, picks up a 15-yard penalty right there. That puts the ball on the 47-yard line for Georgia. Dogs lead it by 4. 2 receivers to the left. Play action fake for Stafford. He's going to go deep, far sideline. Henderson. He caught it! He caught it! Touchdown! Holy smokes! He caught it right over the top of a Gator receiver. That was Wandy Pierre-Louis, who got toasted by Mikey Henderson. He just got embarrassed because Mikey at 5'8" or 5'9" went over the top of him and brought that baby in.
Oh, my goodness, what a great play. You know, Florida started to creep up bit by bit. Coach Bobo saw it right away and just took advantage of it. And Henderson did a great job of pressing inside to create a little bit of space for him and just took it away.
Extra point attempt by Coutu is right between the pipes. Dogs lead it 35-24. Giving this crowd a little bit more juice here in the fourth quarter. 11:03 to play. Shotgun for Tebow. They bring a man in motion behind the line of scrimmage. And will fake it to Harvin, and Tebow will run straight ahead, and he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Bird tackled him, but it was too late as Tebow just ducked his head and lowered his shoulder and ran straight into the end zone, and the Gators have a man slow to get up. One of their offensive linemen, Marquise Pouncey, a freshman, but teammate helps him up if he stays in the ballgame. He looks a little cuckoo right now. He's kind of staggering back towards the huddle. Not sure if he's got all his faculties at this point, but the Gators score a touchdown, and now it's a 5-point Georgia lead.
And the Gators right now are going to go for 2 to try to cut this to a field goal lead for the Bulldogs.
So they spot it on the 3. 2-point conversion coming up for Florida. It's 35-30. Georgia leading the Gators after the Tebow touchdown. Another rushing touchdown, his 12th of the season. Shotgun. Tebow takes it, rolls to his left. Looking in the end zone, will throw. Incomplete. Incomplete. The 2-point conversion fails. Tried to get it to Caldwell in the end zone, but nothing doing. So the Dogs lead by 5, 35-30, with 9:40 to go in the ballgame. Durham and Henderson right, and Bailey to the left. Marino, the lone setback. Stafford in the shotgun, gives hand signals. Snap. Stafford in the pocket. Throws, complete to Bailey, twisting. He catches it at the 46 and gets it into Gator territory at the Florida 49, make it the 48-yard line. Bailey with a nice catch and spinning his way into Florida territory, a first down for Georgia.
Really good route there by Bailey. Just a skinny post right in front of the cornerback that was on top of him. It looks like the Gators blew a coverage there a little bit. Didn't get people out to the positions that they needed to, and Stafford and Bailey took advantage of it.
1st and 10, Georgia from the Florida 48-yard line. I formation for the Dogs. Stafford toss sweep to Marino, left side. Marino picking his way. He's got a hole up to the 40. Carries a man down to the 36-yard line. He carried about 3 men, as a matter of fact, as Noshawn Marino continues to run hard and picks up a first down for Georgia. Fernando Velasco, the center, and Sutherland, the fullback, leading the way with key blocks. Snap in the shotgun to Stafford. He throws to Figgins. It is complete on the far side of the field at the 28, and Bruce Figgins on his feet to the 24-yard line, where he's finally brought down. Another first down for Georgia. Bruce Figgins with the catch. First catch for Figgins today, only his second reception of the season. Marino, or rather Massaquoi, breaks out to the left side, and Goodman to the right. I formation. Jason Johnson, the tailback in this formation, and Stafford will hand it to Johnson. Johnson cuts loose left side, breaks a tackle across the 20, down near the Gator 15-yard line. They'll move it back a little bit, but Jason Johnson breaking a tackle and showing that he can carry the football as he gets it down to the Florida 17-yard line. 2 tight ends in, Sutherland the fullback. Figgins goes in motion behind the line of scrimmage. We'll give it to Noshawn, left side. Noshawn 10, Noshawn 5, Noshawn 4. 1st and 10, 1st and goal. Georgia, as Noshawn Marino had a huge hole on the left side and gets it inside the Gator 5-yard line as Tony Joyner, the safety from Haines City, brought him down. 4:19 to go in the ball game. Clock ticking. Just a little more than 4 minutes. Dogs eating up some clock and threatening to score and add to a 5-point lead, 35-30. Moving from left to right, it's 2nd down and goal from the 3. Stafford under center, power formation with Chappis in as well. Handoff, Marino, left side. He plows over a man. Touchdown! Noshawn, left side. He got into the end zone. What a performance by the redshirt freshman from New Jersey. And this time he doesn't run to the sideline, but a well-deserved walk.
A well-deserved walk is right. I see you, Noshawn. Just a punishing run right there to get into the end zone. All game long he's been doing it. And that's the first time I've seen him walk off the field all season long, and it is well-deserved.
Point after attempt as the flash bulbs flash is good.
Extra point is good.
2 remains perfect. Dogs lead by 12 with 3:54 to go.
And we've done it all night long, bringing pressure at opportune times. Anytime they've been in empty sets, we've really done a good job of bringing pressure and hitting Tebow every chance we get.
Rennie Curran also shooting through in there and making Tebow step up in the pocket and throw it before he wanted to, as the clock is stopped after the incompletion. 2:27 to go in the game. The play clock is at 10. The Gators just now breaking out of the huddle. They're going to have to hurry. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Now they send a third out to the right side. Tebow in the shotgun. Man in motion. They snap the ball. It's loose. The ball's on the field. A fumble. Georgia has it. Dannell Ellerby has recovered for Georgia at the 16-yard line. I think they may have snapped it before Tebow was ready. The play clock was winding down to 0. They had to hurry. They snapped it too soon, perhaps. Georgia recovers the fumble with 2:23 to play and leading by 12.
What a great play there by Dannell. That's 2 weeks in a row that the Georgia defense comes up with a huge fumble.
Looking at a replay, that snap was horrible. It went well to the right of Tebow. It was almost like it hit something on the center when he snapped it. Tebow couldn't get to it. Ellerby shooting through, recovers the fumble. Georgia has the ball, 2:23 to go. The flashbulbs are popping here at Jacksonville Stadium. Georgia leading it by 12 will hand it off to Noshawn. Noshawn straight ahead across the 15 up near the 20-yard line. Give Marino 5 more yards as he nears 200 yards on the night. Like to see him get that. Yards, and he's hit the right touchdown passes. He's hit the right guys when they've been open deep.
Well, he really has. I'll tell you what he's done better tonight than he has all year long, and that's throw the deep ball effectively. He's really done a good job of getting his body into it, setting his feet, making just fantastic throws down the football field. And on the receiving side of it, we've done a good job helping him, really giving him a lot of room, giving him places to put the football, making the catch and executing when we needed to. So didn't have to throw it a whole lot because we've given Noshawn the ball 32 times, but when he's thrown it, we've been effective.
Flashes continue to go off here at Jacksonville Stadium as we are under the lights. The handoff to Marino straight ahead up to the 25-yard line. And it's going to be close to a first down. He may have it. Georgia's coach is running down to the first down marker to see. That is Stacy Searles, the offensive line coach, who was standing right on the first down marker to see if they had it. And he may. The clock is stopped with 1:27, and the officials are kind of clearing a path so they can bring on the chains and measure for the first down. Florida has 1 timeout left. 1:27 remaining on the clock. If the Dogs get the first down here, you can start celebrating.
That's right, and I think we've started celebrating already.
Drink up, Georgia. First down, Bulldogs. 42-30. Georgia leading by 12. 1:27 to go, and the Gators can only stop the clock one more time.
What a great feeling this has got to be for every single guy on that sideline. I know I feel good up here. I've been through a lot of wars on this field that turned out the other way, and seeing these Gators just stream out of this stadium, boy, is awfully nice.
Mark Richt has taken off the headset, so apparently he's done. Georgia goes into the safety formation. 1st and 10 on the 25. Florida crowds the line with 9 players. Stafford takes the snap and a quick touchdown of the left knee. And the flash bulbs continue to go off. I don't know that they're bulbs anymore. Those are probably all camera phones and such. So just the flashes are lighting up the sky here in Jacksonville. The clock ticking at 45 seconds. And Georgia is going to enjoy a 12-point win over the 9th-ranked Florida Gators, who had taken 15 out of the last 17. Did they give Coach Rick the Gatorade bath yet? Keelan Johnson did the job, giving him a hug. Johnson, this is extra special to him, the senior from Daytona Beach, Florida. Stafford takes the final snap. He kneels off and he runs to the sideline. Georgia hugging the coaches. Here come the Bulldogs running onto the field just like they did at the beginning of the ball game after the first score. 9 seconds to go, and Georgia has beaten Florida tonight in Jacksonville. Final score, Bulldogs 42, Florida 30. Dogs win. Dogs win, yes indeed. Some of the players running towards the left end of the field where the band is to celebrate a little bit with those guys. And now coming back to the middle of the field, Mark Richt and Urban Meyer shaking hands as Georgia only trailed 1 time in this ballgame tonight, 17-14, as the Gators got a field goal to go on top. But it was a short lead, and Georgia able to repel any threat that Florida made most of the night.
Well, it was, and they came after him. Florida came after Georgia many, many times tonight and struck quick. But Georgia was able to keep the emotions high through this entire game and really brought the fight to Florida.
And Mark Richt heading towards the far corner of the end zone where he has his arms raised in jubilation and the thumbs up, thanking the band and the crowd that side of the field. Now he's going to run down the far sideline, and he might, before the end of the night, he might shake every Georgia fan's hand in the building.
And that's good to see, too. You don't have one Georgia fan that's left the building here tonight. The flash bulbs, as you mentioned, are just going off like crazy. Good to see.
And Mark Richt is hugging the water girl, his wife Catherine, on the far side. This is huge. This is it's really tough to describe how emotionally huge this victory is for Georgia. But the Bulldogs, they're going to enjoy this one for a while before they start to get ready for Troy next Saturday.
Hey, Art, as you look forward right now, Georgia's in a position to win the SEC East. It's back in their control to some extent, and they have a shot and have an opportunity right now with the team that at the start of the season was too young to even be in position. Now they are.
Mark Ricks hugging everybody inside. He hugged Damon Evans. He hugged David Pollock. Where's Uga? Let's give him a hug, too.
And they're pulling the Georgia players right now up into the stands. They're over there at the band, just going absolutely crazy.
Oh, it's like the Lambeau Leap. We've got about 6 or 7 players standing up on the rail about 10 or 12 feet up above the playing surface right in front of the band. It's party time in Jacksonville tonight as the Dogs beat Florida 42-30. The AT&T call of the game. That's coming up next here on the Georgia Bulldogs Radio Network.